Hi everyone! Recently I've been teaching you guys how to draw a few of my favorite things. You guys know that I love to have my plants at my house. I have aloe vera, I have succulents, I have some cactus. I call them nopales. And if you are from a Spanish-speaking household, you'll call them nopales too. But if not, they're just little cacti. Cacti is the plural. So these are the nopales that we eat, you know. This is the one that you traditionally see. And then this is just a cute little one that has a flower. So these are 3 different types that I'm going to be teaching you how to draw today. And this little picture will stay on the bottom so that you guys can see the progressive steps. As you guys can see, I moved it from the different outlines and the phases, but I'm going to show you how to just do it at once. Okay, so all you will need is some markers or pencils, it doesn't really matter. Just at least 2 different colors, preferably 3. So it might look a little strange to you, but I'm going to do mine in blue. That way you guys can see it a little better. And the flowers I'm going to be doing in red, and I'm going to be outlining in black. But normally you want to do this in green just because regularly they are green. Okay, so to get started for the first one, it is actually super simple. You are just going to do a circle and then fill that in. Do not finish the circle off, leave the bottom open. So just like that. And then for the little pot, you're just going to do a straight line, a pretty much rectangle. If you want to round it off a little more, you can. And then at the bottom, it's going to be a squared off U. So normally a U has a rounded shape like so. So as you guys can see, a U will have a rounded off shape, but right here I just squared it off on the edges. And that's all you need for the pot. It's going to be super simple, and honestly every pot looks different. You can decorate that part, it doesn't matter. But for the next step, you're going to outline your blue shape or your green shape. And then you're going to do a little dot at the top of your outline. And from your dot, you're going to draw a line down to your left and a line down to your right. And then a line that goes straight down through the color. And these are just your little lines to add texture to your cacti. Now, for these spikes, because everyone knows that a cactus has to have spikes, you're going to do little X's. And so you're just going to do a little X all over those lines that you drew. Little X's everywhere. And these are your spikes. It's super simple, but now you have your X's, and there are your spikes right there. Now for the top, for the flower, all you need is, I'm going to use red, you can use pink, you can use purple, you can use any color really. I'm going to do 3 circles at the top that branch out, like that. It looks a little weird right now, but then just outline your circles. And it's a flower. So just like so. It's really simple shapes, but when you put it together, it looks super cool. So moving on to the second, again, I'm going to grab my blue. You can use green or really any color. I'm going to start off again with a circle that is not completely done at the bottom. I'm going to color it in. Then I'm going to do my pot again, a rectangle and a squared off U shape, like so. Now once you have that, you're going to, from the top of your blue circle, draw 2 smaller ones like Mickey ears. And from the top of your Mickey ears, do 2 more Mickey ears off those. And then off to either side, you can just draw a small circle at the bottom. And this is the one that I say looks more like a nopal, the kind that you eat. If you guys normally eat them, I know that at my household we have them with like beans or frijoles and like tortillas. I love them. I think they're good. A lot of people don't like them, but personally I think they're delicious. So now you're gonna outline each circle individually. Start with the big one, outline it, and then move on to your next biggest circles and just keep outlining them individually. Just like so. For this one, your spikes are literally just going to be lines. You're just going to make them as long as you want or as short as you want, and you're just going to have them poke out from all over, even the smaller circles, because every part of a cactus or nopal will have the little spikes. And that's all. You're just going to do the spikes. Once you're done with the lines, it adds the texture that you need. All right, moving on to the last one. This is the traditional one that you guys see everywhere, especially when you draw a desert. So if you guys want to draw a desert, this is probably the best one you can do. For this one, you're going to do a oval shape. Again, don't finish it off. Just do it a majority of the way. Make sure you draw your pot. Again, a rectangle and a squared off U. From this shape that you have, which is your oval, you're going to want to do just two arm-like shapes that point up. So it's going to be basically an oval here, and it's just going to be connected with the line. And another one that's a little farther down, but again, pointed up. And those are its arms. If you guys can see on my example, I did one where I drew the oval shape and then I drew the arms separately. But on this one, if you're doing it in pencil, you can always erase the line that connects the arms and make it look like just one fluid shape. That's sometimes easier if it's your first time drawing. But on mine, I've drawn it a few times, so I didn't have the line that I had to erase, especially since I'm doing mine in pen. And then I'm going to outline my shape, making sure that the arms are connected and it's not two shapes, but it's one. Once I have it outlined, for this one, to do the spikes, it is going to be a V shape. You're just going to draw V's all throughout the cactus. And then you can do little lines as well throughout it. But for this one, the V's look more like spikes. And again, I'm going to do a little flower. Again, 3 small circles at the top. Grab your darker color and outline it. They're just 3 circles and it makes it look like a little flower. And that's what you have. So now you have your 3 different cactus. If you guys do any of these at home, I would love to see the pictures. And if you guys do it in steps, sometimes that looks even cooler. If your moms love plants, I know Mother's Day is coming up, you can draw this for her. You can write a little note inside the pot. It doesn't really matter. Make sure you guys decorate it as much as you want, customize it, and send your pictures our way because I really want to see what they look like. See you next time. Bye.